Today we're unboxing the Inkwell Press Planners, and if you've never heard of them, that's because they're kind of new. They just started as a company back in 2014, so it hasn't been that long that they've been out. So let's go ahead and look at these. Now I did get a coil one and a what's called the No Coil, and I know what you're thinking, is that a hardbound planner? It is not a hardbound planner. It's basically just a piece of paper that has been glued onto it. I don't know if you can see that. It has an accordion style. So all of the pages are sewn together and glued over here. And then this back page is, you can see it's glued onto that last page. That last page you can't really fully open. And then this all just kind of wraps around it, like so. So it's an interesting concept, because then that does allow it to lay flat because that spine isn't attached to the outer cover. However, I would argue it's functional. We'll see how this trend works out. I've polled a few of my friends and everyone seems to not really be a fan of this look, just because it's just not very pretty, right? So you can see all of the glue and the ink, and the whole point of having a spine in a cover is so that you don't see those. Like, some people actually take some of their books that are on their shelves and cover them just so that they can be prettier, because nobody wants to see that part. So let's check out these planners and learn a little bit more about Inkwell Press. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Pretty Fabulous, and I help online businesses create beautiful digital downloads using Adobe InDesign. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I do unboxings like today on Saturdays. Now, like I said, Inkwell Press was started by a woman named Tanya, or maybe I didn't mention that. If you want a one-on-one consult with her, it starts at $499 per hour for a telephone consult. Let's talk about these planners. So again, I got the coil and the no coil, which is kind of like the two basic options that she offers. And this was really interesting. This is called the small size. Now I did order these on Amazon. You can buy them directly from her site, but she does charge for shipping. And I looked on Amazon and they had the Inkwell Press planners, but more importantly, they had the 2019 planners. So the ones that she's selling on her site are the older mid-year planners they started in July through June, and it's already August, so it didn't really make a lot of sense to buy those anyway. Plus, there was a huge price difference. So this was kind of interesting, and I'm always confused how people set their prices on Amazon, but this on Amazon was $28.50 when I purchased it. It has been 3 days since it arrived, and it is now down 95 cents to $27.55. Kind of like the stock market. I don't know why it went down. However, both of these are out of stock, so these came instantaneously. So right now, if you want to try to order these from Amazon, it does say they're taking 1 to 3 months. This is, just so you know, the guts of this are pretty much the same as the guts of that, and I'll show you that in a minute. But to buy this on her website, a coil one is $54. The cover is different and it has an elastic strap, but to me it didn't make a lot of sense to pay $54 from her site, especially for an older one, when I could have gotten a new one for $28.50 from Amazon. Now this no coil one, this one was, hold on, this is a medium, so it's a little larger, if you can see that size difference, and this one was $37.88 on Amazon. And then I checked the price, and again, that one changed as well, so that one now is more expensive at $38.30, so it went up by 42 cents. So if you're wondering the dimensions, this is an 8 by 5 inches, and this one is a 9 by 7 inches. And again, if you order from our site, you can get free shipping, but only if you are able to buy $60 worth of products directly from her. So let's go ahead. Now, another thing too that I'll show you in the video is this came just like this, where the cover, I don't know if I got somebody else's copy, like it had been returned already, but all of the gray has just been stripped off of the color, and I can see the white underneath. So it did come damaged when I bought it, or I guess when I received it in the mail. Let's go ahead and look at the small one first, and they're both weekly monthlies, however they have different styles. I'll show you really quick. This one has, and again, it's a little hard to lay flat there. This one has more of a vertical layout, but if you notice, there are absolutely no times over here, so you'd have to put your times in yourself, versus this one has a horizontal layout, so each day is a separate block, And again, just empty, just lines, so no sort of structure. Now the month looks, I'm gonna say, about the same. So the monthly layout for each of these is exactly the same. So the month has over here a little dot, same thing over here, it has a little dot, I don't know if you can see that, and then it just has the top 5 in notes, top 5 in notes, and then the month after. So exactly the same. So the only difference again is that weekly layout. So let's go ahead and just look at the bigger one because that might be easier for you to see. And over here, this is the only problem sometimes with the spine. There's really nothing you can do. That first page is always kind of glued there. So we get a picture, we get the mission statement and a picture of, I think it's Tanya, the founder. And then she said she had some coaching videos on her site that are free to watch, and a setup video on how to use the planner, or I guess how she intended for you to use the planner. It's yours, you can use it however you want. Important dates, big events, so little space for each month. She has goals, and then she has little buckets for you for personal, financial, social, financial, health, home, dream big, 3 months, 6 months, 9 and 12 months. So quarterly goals, not a lot of space to write. I'm a big writer. I think you guys know that. I need a lot of space, but this is the medium-sized planner, so not much you can do. So over here, this is interesting. She put number 1, number 2, number 3. So she's numbered the months for you. And then we get right into January, which is a 2-page monthly spread with the following month after. And then she has octagons, so this is a huge thing. So this, and there's another planner company called, I think it's called Work It, and they look exactly the same, except Work It is black and white, and it has these octagons laid out in the front for you to write in your goals inside the octagons. So over here, you can track your, like, let's say every day you want to work out, and then you can easily track it by shading it, so that's kind of nice. Again, that octagon style, if that's something you like. And so the lettering, it kind of reminds me of this font. When you go to choose fonts, this is very much like a 1920s, you know, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Great Gatsby font. So again, if that's a style you love, you'll really like this planner because that's the font that they use in all of them. So again, it's kind of a rinse and repeat. Now let's see, at the end of the month, you do get a 2-page spread for notes, and then we jump right into the next month. So let's go ahead and jump to the very, very end and see what happens there. So we hit our last set of notes after December. We get a gift list, which I guess if you are big into gifting, this is really great, or maybe it's because it's right around Christmas time. And then give into Wanderlust, which is traveling. And so you could take 1, 2, 3 trips here on this planning book, and then you have some project planning, and then you have a monthly bill tracker you can flip to every month, and that's for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can track 6 bills per month, the way the tracker is set up. And then over here you get some grid pages. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of grid pages, and then right here at the very end you get 2020. Same thing, she's numbered those 1 through 12 for you with some space at the bottom to write. So that is the planner. So I think the biggest question with this, and you can see this, I literally just opened it. It's this material, I know you can't feel it, it's textured. I'm not a big fan of this texturing, and obviously because of the texture, the markings rub off pretty quickly. Versus over here, this is your typical plastic one with what's called an No Coil binding, and we get a ruler in here just to track the days or use it as a bookmark. But again, same thing, it does that rinse and repeat. And let's see, do we get notes pages? And you don't actually get, so that should be noted, you don't have any notes pages on this smaller one. And at the very end, she does give you, let's see what happens at the end. She gives you 1 page of project planning, and then you get, let's see, one page of notes, and then the back cover, and then you get 2020. So what did you think? These are 100% not my style. However, I'm not knocking them. It's just not something I like. I'm not an Art Deco person, and I'm not into pastels, and I'm 100% not into octagons. I don't know. I guess that's just me. I'm weird. I like circles. I like ovals. I like rectangles. I like squares. I just don't do octagons. I even like trapezoids. Is trapezoid a shape? I'm not even sure. I'm so bad at geometry. Anyways, otherwise, if you like that, plus the lines were really small. I write really big. So you have to be a really small writer. Even in the medium-sized one, the lines are tiny, itty-bitty. And also, there are no times here on the left or the right. So that's kind of like, I understand some people wake up at 5 a.m., some people wake up at 10 a.m., or maybe some people work the second shift. So your day is totally different. So I guess that could be helpful in those cases, but I just don't want to write the time every single week over and over and over again. So these are a big no for me, just based on style. And also, I'm not a fan of this new layout or new way of doing the spine where you just tape the back page on. So let me know though what you thought. Do you like this spine? Do you like the Art Deco look? Maybe I'm wrong. So I don't know, maybe it's a new trend, but A+ to them for sticking with that Art Deco style in the pastels. They do it consistently throughout here, and it looks the same inside on the mid-year planners, the ones that I can see on their website. So if that's a style you love, this is definitely the planner company for you. All right, I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.